So g'day people, how you going? This is Glenn, back with some more coins. So, what am I going to talk about today? The coins up the top, which a lot of you will know the United States coins, or the coins down below. Some of you are probably going, never seen these coins before, wonder where they're from. Well, give you a few minutes. This currency is actually pretty much the US dollar. So there are a few countries. Could be Ecuador, could be Panama, could be El Salvador. It could be East Timor. So which one do you think it is? Give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, these are the centavo coins of East Timor. And as you can see, the East Timorese actually use the US dollar, so all the banknotes are in US dollars, but the coins, well, they do use, I presume they use US coins, but mostly they use these coins, which are centavo coins, and as you can see, the size is really not equivalent with current US coins. So in the United States, this one is, I think, copper or bronze plated zinc. So this is mainly zinc now. This is copper nickel. So this is actually probably costs more to make than what it's worth. And these ones are just copper nickel and clad copper. So in the center is actually copper. So if you have a look at use the 50-cent coin, you can see that it actually changes color. So yeah, you can see the actual copper in the center. So that's what the US coins are. And these smaller centavo coins, they would actually be cheaper because these ones are nickel clad steel. Steel is a very cheap metal product. It's just copper and carbon. And then we have nickel brass. So most of this is probably brass. Brass is just copper and zinc. So copper and zinc. And most of this color probably comes from the zinc because, so you have 75% copper and 25% nickel, it looks silver. So this probably has mostly copper in it, but the zinc actually gives it its color. And if we have a look at $1 Australian, this is 92% copper. And have a look at just a little bit of aluminium and tin, 8%. Changes the color of the copper from what it looks like there to a goldish color. So copper doesn't retain its coloration very well. Suppose that has to do with the electron bonding and how it reflects light. But this is not a chemistry channel, so we won't worry about that, even though it's very interesting. So on these coins we have what they call a bulk. I hope I pronounced that right. And that is the crescent moon underneath here. And this is supposedly a symbol of power for men. Not too sure what linguistic group they are, because I think East Timor has like 10 to 20 different languages. Some of them are Papuan, some of them are Austronesian. Austronesian are languages that were related to Malay, Javanese, and Filipino. All the Filipino languages are Austronesian. And they actually supposedly originated on Taiwan, which has the highest diversity of differentiation in that language family. But this is not a linguistic channel, so we won't worry about that. There are some awesome linguistic channels and chemistry channels, so you should check those out. Learn something new today. So if you're feeling bored, I feel bored, go and learn something. You've got the internet. So on the reverse of the 1 centavo, we have a nautilus. So a nautilus is actually related to an octopus. And if you've ever heard of an ammonite, ammonites are extinct octopus-like organisms. They had shells. And they also had tentacles coming out of here. And they died with the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. So this is the only member of the octopus family that actually has a shell on the outside and not on the inside. And this one is a 2003 issue, and it has a mintage of 1.5 million. And as you can see, República Democrática de Timor-Leste, so Democratic Republic of East Timor, and that's in Portuguese, because the actual working language is Portuguese and Tetuan. Tetuan is a language around Dili, but most people probably don't speak either. Okay, then we have the 5 centavos. Pretty much on the denomination side, it's pretty much the same. And on this side, we have rice, because rice is a staple crop of Asia, and a lot of different cultures actually use it. 2006, but I don't know what the mintage is, and it has a mint mark there. So this is supposedly made in Lisbon, so Portugal, but I would say over years probably made in different countries as well. And here we have the 10 centavos, and on the back we have the rooster. So all these pretty much have things that occur in everyday life in East Timor. And this is a 2004, has a mintage of 2.5 million. And pretty much 2003, 2004 mintage as we know, but every other year we don't know. As you can see, it has no milling, which is fine. The 50 and 25 centavos have milling. On the 2003, there are 2 types. There's coarse and fine milling. And for the 25, it's also the same. There's 2 issues, of coarse and fine milling. And the finer milling is actually a bit thicker than the coarser milling. So this coin is actually 2003 with a mintage of 1.5 million. And here we have a traditional boat that's probably pretty common around the Indonesian archipelago. Looks like I forget what you get when you have these that are buoyancy, for buoyancy, so the boat doesn't actually capsize in as it's going pretty fast. And I don't really go on a boat anyway. Here we have the 50 centavos, and on the back we have coffee. So East Timor actually produces a lot of coffee, but because it's small, most countries wouldn't actually see it. Now in 2012, they actually issued a 100 centavos, and in 2017, they issued a 200. Now they are bimetal coins, and the reason why they're denominated in centavos, so 100 and 200, is that East Timor is actually not allowed to, they have no laws to issue banknotes, so they're not really allowed to issue banknotes or dollar-denominated banknotes or coins, so they have the 100 and 200 centavos. And if you look on the Wikipedia article, it actually gives some information on the law and why they actually cannot issue them. So anyway, those are the centavo coins of East Timor. I hope you find this information really helpful, and I hope you are very interested in collecting them. The 100 and 200 centavos are actually a bit harder to get. They're a bit more expensive than what they actually should be, so I'm just going to wait until they get a bit cheaper. Or if I go to East Timor, I'll just get a few then. Anyway, have an awesome banknote and coin collecting time, people, and thank you very much for watching my video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out my links below. Thank you, and bye bye.